You know, it's funny. Initially, I filmed this video and it was going to be like a two-parter. I was going to have, kind of explaining where I planned on pre-ordering the Switch 2 from, my hierarchy of websites, because I felt kind of confident about this. You heard so much from Nintendo about, oh, we're going to have so much stock, this, that, and the other. And so I felt pretty confident about this. My hierarchy was Walmart, then Best Buy, then Target. And I want to tell you guys my story, my nightmare story about trying to get this Nintendo Switch 2. Emphasis on the trying part because, spoiler alert, I failed. Like many people have failed. I failed at getting the Nintendo Switch 2 during this pre order barrage. So, I was sitting there counting down the clock, waiting for midnight. I'm like, great, I'm gonna get this system. I'm not worried about the games. I can pick up the games later. And so I'm logged into Walmart. I have all my information ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. Everything is in. Everything is done how it needs to be. And then I midnight comes, click the pre-order button. They put me in a line, and I'm like, okay. So I'm in a line for this. They must be coming up on me at some point in time. Let me try to go to Target's website. I go over to Target's website. Target's website lets me put one into my cart, and then I'm going through the checkout process. Once again, much like Walmart, I have everything loaded into Target's website, so I'm ready to go, and I get through the checkout process, and then it stops. And it's like there's an error, and I'm like, there's not an error. What the fuck are you talking? There's no error here. Okay, I've looked through this. All the information is correct. There's no error. Oh, it's a website error. So I'm like, fine. Go over to Best Buy, who is my third option. And Best Buy doesn't even have the damn system up. So now at this point, I would say about 7 minutes has gone by. I go back, I look at Walmart. I'm still in this line. The fun part is you're put into this line and they don't tell you anything about the line. They didn't tell me my place in the line. They didn't give me an estimated wait time or anything like that. So I'm just sitting there. I'm just sitting there wondering, what the hell is going on? Then on the other hand, I'm also like, well, why isn't Best Buy put up their pre-orders? Best Buy was supposed to put up their pre-orders at midnight along with everyone else, yet they haven't done it yet. So I'm like, okay, go back to Target. Let me keep trying Target. Once again, I would get into the point where it would be like checking out, and then it didn't work. And so at this point, I'm getting very frustrated. We've been doing this for about 20 minutes now. I'm getting very frustrated. I just want to buy the damn thing. All right. Then I start looking on Twitter, and people have gotten orders through Target, but now they're starting to cancel orders through Target. And I'm like, well, do I keep trying Target if they're just going to cancel the orders? Like, is there a point in trying Target? And so once again, I go back to Walmart and I'm looking. I'm still in the line. There's still no information on this line to tell me how far along I am. So I'm like, okay. Then I hear at 12:30 a.m. Eastern time that Best Buy put up their pre-orders. I'm like, great. Let me run over there. Go over to Best Buy. They put me in a line. So at this point, I'm like, I'm over Target because Target, I'm seeing all these people talking about, pre-orders getting canceled at Target. So I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my time with that. I'm just gonna focus on Best Buy and I'm gonna focus on Walmart, staying in these lines. And I'm in these lines. And I'm in these lines. And then I noticed that Best Buy also put up some, pre-order bundles that had like a bunch of games and accessories and stuff like that, things that cost more money. So I'm like, all right, let me try that. Let me get in line with that. So I'm just sitting in line. I'm sitting in line. I'm sitting in line. Time is going by, and I'm losing confidence in this because I'm seeing people have some success. I'm not one of those people, but there's people that are having success pre-ordering the system. And now, at the time of me filming this right now, it is 1:20 a.m. I've been trying for an hour and 20 minutes to get this thing. My Best Buy, I'm still in line at Best Buy. I'm sure there's just a plethora of systems available at Best Buy. And Walmart acted like they were going to let me pre-order one, but I had to click and hold to verify that I was a human being. So I clicked and held to verify that I was a human being, and it gave me a check mark And then it said there was an error, but to try it again. So I tried it again and again and again and again and again. This has been the most frustrating shit I've ever dealt with. This is an absolute clusterfuck of a situation. And you know what's bad about it? You know what really annoys me about this is I'm sure there are bots that are buying up some of these, but I'm seeing people and they're getting their systems, and like, that's good. You know, that's awesome. I'm glad you got your system. But like, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating for me for a selfish reason, because, you know, this is kind of my job. So I would like to have this system as soon as humanly possible so that I can, you know, make videos on it and stuff like that. But thinking like just beyond my selfish reasoning and stuff, it's like, imagine like parents. Because if parents are not going to be up at midnight to pre-order this damn thing, what are they supposed to do? Their kid wants to get a Switch too. What are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to get one of these? Like, there has to be a better way to pre-order stuff when it comes to new systems. You know, we went into this whole new era with things like, you know, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series, where you could only order it at, you know, online and stuff like that. But there has to be a better way. And I don't even necessarily know what that other way is. There's still a chance that I could be picked in Nintendo's little raffle that they have going on. But you know what's going to end up happening? More than likely, I'm going to have to pay a premium price for this system. I'm going to have to pay a premium price because I need it. I need this system. You know, this is for my work. This is part of my livelihood to be able to talk about and cover this system. But it's just very frustrating. And I can't imagine how frustrating like it would be to be a parent trying to get one of these things. You know? Like, it's just crazy to me. So I completely failed tonight. This was a complete waste of my time. I know some people personally that got one. So I know someone who got two, actually. So shout outs to them. But, you know, I'm gonna wait it out a little bit, and hopefully, you know, more pre-orders become available, because that is a thing that does happen. So hopefully I'll be able to get one in like a secondary batch. You know, like I said, if you end up getting one of these early and stealing it from someone, hit up my Twitter DMs. I will be paying premium prices for this. But I have wasted an hour and a half of my night. I'm very tired anyways, so I'm getting ready for bed. But goddamn, this was frustrating. These bro, you have to get these websites need to do something. You need to do something, because this shit does not work. Very frustrating. But let me know in the comment section down below, did you have any success? And if you did, sincerely, I congratulate you. You know, I'm not that bitter of a person. Completely. I am a little bit bitter, but I'm not that bitter of a person where I won't congratulate you. But, you know, I just got to hope for another wave. I hope, you know, I'm happen to be home. There's a good chance I will be home when a second wave comes. If a second wave comes, you never know with these tariffs and stuff like that. You know, what's going to happen with, God, such a shit show. But this felt good to vent about it. This felt very good to vent about it. And I feel a little bit better. I'm still not happy, but I feel a little bit better. Anyways, guys, I hope you all had good luck. And if not, yeah, let it out in the comments section down below. There'll probably be a second video today because I am uploading this right now. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.